Alright, today we are working with chapter 2-4 and 2-5, multiplying and dividing rational numbers. And today we're just going to go straight into examples. We don't need to really talk about, the rules as much since this is pretty much a review. First example is 3/5 times -1/4. First thing you're going to do is when you multiply fractions, you multiply going straight across top and the bottom. The one thing that you should look for is, can you cross reduce? You should not only ask yourself that, but can you reduce the fraction as well? So anytime you can reduce or cross reduce, that is important. I cannot cross reduce the 5 and the 1 or the 3 and the 4. So I'm going to multiply straight across. I get 3/20. And since I have two negative numbers, my answer is going to be positive. So my answer is positive 3/20. Example 2. -5/12 multiply 2 and 2/5. Now you cannot multiply mixed numbers. You cannot multiply mixed numbers. You have to convert that to an improper fraction. So turn this improper. And you do that by starting in this direction right here and going around like this. You multiply, then you add. So if I multiply 5 times 2, I get 10. 10 plus 2 is 12. So here I have 12/5. And I'm going to multiply that by -5/12. Once again, I ask myself, can I cross reduce? This time I can cross reduce. 12 divided by 12 is 1. 12 divided by 12 is 1. Divide by 5, both these numbers. 5 divided by 5 is 1. 5 divided by 5 is 1. And my answer is -1/1, or just -1 as my answer. Okay, so when I do that, I have to change improper fraction, a mixed number to an improper fraction. All right, let's go to example 3. -5.2 times -5. We're going to multiply decimals now. And the rule for decimals is count and move. Count and move. That's all you have to do. When looking at this number, all I'm going to do is multiply 52 times 5. Notice I didn't worry about decimals yet. I didn't worry about positive and negative numbers. All I'm doing is multiplying. That's 10 with the 1, 26. My answer is 260. Then I count and move. I have one number behind a decimal, just that one number right there. So I take my decimal and move it one space to the left. My answer is 26. Now I look for my negative numbers. Two negative numbers multiplied together give me a positive, so my answer would be positive 26. All right, go to example 4. negative 0.07 times 4.6. Once again, I'm not gonna worry about the decimals and the negative numbers yet. What I'm going to do is I'm going to multiply 46 times 7. So if I drop the decimals, all I have to do is write the 7. So 42, carry the 4, that's 28 plus 4 is 32. My answer is 320. I have 1, 2, 3 numbers behind decimals, so I bring my decimal 1, 2, 3 to the left, and my answer 3.322. I have 1 negative and 1 positive, so my answer is going to be negative 320 thousandths, or 0.322. Okay? Alright, that's for the multiplying part. Now we're going to get to division. The division is fun. A little bit harder than multiplying, but not much. And part of the reason is when you're dividing fractions, what you must do is first change to multiplication. Okay, first thing you're going to do is you're going to change the sign to multiplication. The second thing you're going to do is flip the back or bottom fraction. Now sometimes if they're in a different format, the bottom fraction will be on the bottom. The back fraction in a different format is placed on the bottom. So sometimes you need to know which fraction to flip. It's either the back or the bottom. So in example 5, 7 over 15 divided by 4/5. I change this sign right here, and then I'm going to flip this. So 7 over 15 times 5 over 4. I look to see if I can cross reduce, and I can. These numbers are both divisible by 5, so I change that. Divide by 5, that's 1. Divide by 5, that's 3. And my answer is 7 over 12. Example 6. I have 5 and 1/3 divided by negative 7. So first thing I have to do is I have to take this and convert it to an improper fraction. I go multiply and plus. That's 15/16 over 3. I change this to a multiplication sign, and I flip the back number. Now the back number is a whole number. Oh, not a whole number, it's an integer. However, to write this as a fraction, it would be over 1. So here I'm going to multiply 1 over 7. Cannot cross reduce anything, so my answer is going to be negative 16 over 21. Okay, now the last example is example 7. And this is dividing decimals. And with dividing decimals, all you're going to do is move the decimal so that you get a whole number out in front. You do not want a fraction on the outside. So run this sucker over here. But when you do that, you have to move this number over 1 also. You have to move that decimal over 1 also. So what I do is I come over here and I rewrite it. 3 divides into 14.8. Bring your decimal up right away. Goes in 4 times. That's 12. Subtract 2 with an 8. 3 goes into 28 9 times. 27. Subtract. I get 1 left over. Have to add a 0 here. 3 goes into 10 3 times. That's 9. Subtract. Uh-oh, I'm going to keep getting 1s. So this is going to be repeating. That's it.